Հայաստանի Հանրապետության մեծարգո պարոն
Honorable
նախագահ,
President
Հայաստանի Հանրապետության
of the Republic of Armenia, Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, dear ministers, members of the Parliament, Excellencies, dear guests, I warmly welcome all of you to the Yerevan Dialogue International Conference held for the first time in the capital of the Republic of Armenia. The Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia already gave us a detailed presentation and overview of our peace agenda, of the processes in the region in great detail. He laid out the arguments and the counter-arguments, and I will therefore try to share a slightly different and more generic set of thoughts of mine with a view to positively, in a positive sense, provoke and generate today's and tomorrow's dialogue. Dear colleagues, as the world-famous American writer of Armenian descent, William Saroyan, would say in his drama, "My Heart is in the Mountains," something somewhere is wrong. Seems simple, but let's face it, this very accurate phrase fully describes the situation both here around us and in various other regions. It is, of course, necessary to admit that our world was never characterized by infallibility or equal protection of everyone's rights or unwavering observance of the mandatory coexistence rules for everyone. But the events of recent years in particular have significantly reinforced the truth of the thought I just quoted. Moreover, the mad rush of change and uncertainty continues as we speak, adding to the degree of unpredictability. This is long not just a theoretical or scientific claim, but a visible and tangible reality, a reality that has a direct impact both on the global level, on international relations, and on the individual level, on a large number of human destinies. The human loss and mutilated destinies that happen around in different corners of the world as a result of man-made and natural disasters are not mere statistics. They are specific human lives with names, surnames, and faces. The open and unpunished violations of international law, the deepening crises, the ongoing wars, the crimes sometimes committed against humanity testify to the actual disintegration of the world order that existed for many years and the more or less acceptable and viable rules of the game. The controversy and competition between global players further deepens the polarization and fragmentation of world politics, while various regional actors in turn challenge the world order in turn, claiming to play a greater role and shape their spheres of influence. Small states strive to navigate this turbulent ocean as safely as possible, having before them the imperative to protect and preserve their own statehood, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. Along with creating many benefits, technological progress also brings new challenges for states and peoples, from cybersecurity issues to artificial intelligence, the consequences of which are not yet fully understood or discovered, thus making it unpredictable. Hybrid threats and the deliberate spreading of disinformation add a new layer to the already complex, multi-layered international crises. As a minister of a country that has gone through and is going through democratic transformation that long seemed impossible and is aware of the importance of valuing and maintaining this achievement and steadily moving along the democratic path of development, I must, among the existing challenges, also emphasize threats to democracy, its values and principles, and the urgent need to prove with our joint efforts that democracy can deliver tangible results, including as a guarantor of crisis, resilience, stability, and development. To add a pinch of optimism to what I said, I can cite Armenia's own example, where with the mechanisms provided by democracy, such as free and adversarial, competitive elections, just 3 years ago, we were able to overcome the deep public crisis in which our society found itself, and the aftershocks of which continue to this day, one must admit. Coming back to the geopolitical panorama, we must note again that the existing international mechanisms, unfortunately, are no longer able to effectively address the existing challenges. Moreover, in the case that it's impossible to change the existing situation, we cannot avoid further deterioration of the situation, which I will not exaggerate if I say it is one of the gravest since the years of World War II. Of course, painting this picture is not intended to generate additional pessimistic or even apocalyptic feelings in this audience. On the contrary, it is my belief that the full awareness of the image is what emphasizes the imperative to stop the wrong process, to change the image, similar to the correct diagnosis of the disease, which is needed for treatment to be effective. And that transformation is no theoretical judgment. It is a very real and practical necessity. And so, if we all realize that something somewhere is wrong, and that this process is leading all of us to another abyss where there will be no long-term winners, what should be the reaction of civilized humanity in this situation? Restoring the world order based on international rules and strengthening its legitimacy. This is the only way that can ensure the advancement of global security and development agendas. However, when everyone, individual states, non-state actors, international corporations live and are governed by their own truth, how does one arrive at a common denominator, common rules, and common inviolable truths? By dialogue. By engaging in dialogue, and why not? The clash of opinions and debate can create an opportunity to reach the discovery of common truths and the formulation of common rules. Will dialogue guarantee success? Not necessarily, but it is a fact that the lack of dialogue will further deepen the existing crisis. This is the approach and belief of Armenia, to continue dialogue even in the most difficult of situations, trying to achieve common rules of coexistence, to respect them, at least tolerate each other, and if possible, to cooperate in a mutually beneficial way. This is exactly the approach we have adopted, striving for durable peace in our region. I think everyone present here would agree with Martin Luther King's statement that peace is not just the absence of shooting. Stable, fair, and dignified solutions are truly needed, which requires firm political will and commitment. The Republic of Armenia, despite all the challenges and difficulties, has demonstrated and continues to demonstrate that will and that commitment. And so today, dear partners, we invite you to use the Yerevan Dialogue as a platform to talk about the global challenges, a platform where I hope it will be possible to take yet another step to bring us closer to formulating common rules and shaping the future today. Allow me to finish my speech with the words of Saroyan again. In the end, today is forever. Yesterday is still today, and tomorrow is already today. I wish the first Yerevan Dialogue a smooth ride, and I thank you.